One note of caution when it comes to implied odds is be careful not to fall down that implied odds spiral, if you will, when it comes to chasing flush draws, because the flush draw is the obvious draw. And also scare cards that could come out for your opponent as well. In the sense that implied odds exist typically when the outs that you're hitting are more hidden, because it's more likely for your opponent to keep betting. Implied odds are basically where you're coming up with an implication of the value of the pot as play continues. So the pot might have a certain value right now, but as play continues and there's more betting that you can predict, then you can calculate what that implied value of the pot will be. It's difficult to imply how much betting will occur when a scary card hits the board. The action usually shuts down. So if you're on a flush draw and the flush card hits, unless it's directly heads up, but even in heads up, there's no guarantee that an opponent's going to put an extra chip in the pot. But this is why we play hands like small pairs and try to flop set mining, or it's why we try to, or why there's greater value to going for straights, because it's typically hitting like double gut shot straights, because it forces your opponent to put you on a very specific hand to think that they're beat. So implied value typically comes with hitting big hands like sets or hitting straights, because there's nothing to scare your opponent away from continuing with the betting. So just be cautious that you're not waving the implied value flag, and that's what got you into more trouble than you needed to get into, because you thought there was so much implied value. It's a little bit too much to completely predict your opponent's behavior when you're hitting cards that are supposedly going to scare them from continuing any further betting. So just don't overuse that term, and I think you'll be all right.